Hi, I'm Tony Gordon from the Gordon Salons, and just a little commentary for my Facebook friends. Did Betsy DeVos just save the beauty industry? Far be it from me to praise anything from Betsy DeVos, but it looks like she just reversed a rule of the education department that potentially kills beauty schools across the country, and in turn makes it harder for companies like ours to find hairstylists. If you hire recent trade school graduates like we do, you have discovered it's harder and harder to find them. My Craigslist ads, my Indeed.com, ZipRecruiter, and all those things are not working nearly as well as last year. And fewer beauty schools exist to recruit from. For example, last year, Maranello Beauty School closed 56 different schools. Regency Beauty School shut down 79. Right here in Chicago, Pivot Point went from 3 schools to 1. But as of yesterday, there may be some hope. The gainful employment rule, some people argue, has been a significant reason for these beauty school closures. According to the Wall Street Journal, the education department stopped the overly aggressive Obama-era policy called the gainful employment rule. Basically, what it does is it targets for-profit schools. And in the process, what they did is that they grabbed all the beauty schools in with all the other for-profit schools. What the gainful employment rule says is basically that your debt to earnings ratio can't be greater than 12%, or like school debt can't be greater than 12%. So, they used to use 10 and 8. Obama tried to fix it a couple of times from previous writings to get it past the courts and everything else. But it looks like Betsy DeVos just did it. So they're trying to protect students from fraudulent for-profit schools and managed to grab all of these legit beauty schools in with it. So the simple math on how this works is, let's say that your employee has a $200 a month school loan. That means that, are they making $2,000 a month? That means 2,000 divided by $200, that would be about 10%. So in some places, for them to pass the gainful employment rule, it's no problem, because in most high-end salons, that's not an issue to make $2,000 a month. But in some rural areas, some quick cut salons, maybe some inner city salons where they don't pay as much, these people just aren't making enough money to pay off their student loans, so they don't pass the threshold. Stylists also are making this harder because literally they're not claiming their tips, and therefore their income that they're seeing is not their true income, so they should be claiming their tips. There are other things that are really closing beauty schools, like NACIS requirements, demographics, basic business pressures that are normal. But we can talk about that certainly on another day. But is it possible that this thing, which has been temporarily shut down, this gainful employment rule, might become permanent in the months to come? So, but let me ask you a question. Do you believe that I agree with anything that the Trump administration actually says? Well, I'd like to hear your comments and your feelings about this reversal and how it affects your business. Please click below and let me hear your comments.